Whenever you're ready, go for it.
Okay. Welcome to Dutch Oven. Today we will be teaching you how to cook in the Dutch oven. My name is Anthony Hobblewalks and I'm from Troop 84 from Ellsworth, Kansas. You will be needing at least 4 people for cooking Dutch ovens. You will need a Dutch oven, flour, 4 scouts, a fire pit in the fire, rags, water, fruit, and sugar. To start out, you're going to need to set up the Dutch oven. What you're going to do is you're going to place the Dutch oven into the fire, which will just be smoking coals. And then you will put it on, and then after you put in the ingredients, which someone else will talk about later. So you're probably going to do this at camp. Don't do this at home alone because you could get hurt. Always do it with a person and an adult if you're a kid like me. So after you do what I told you, get all your scouts and then plan out what you're going to have in it. What kind of fruit, or you're going to have a vegetable, or maybe even a meat.
All right, I am Logan Erickson from Troop 84, and I'm going to teach you how to mix a Dutch oven, and I'm going to be talking about how to make a cake type thing in there with fruit. So you'll take a can of fruit, and you have to open that and pour it in the bottom and make sure it gets all over the bottom so you don't have a spot with no fruit in it. And then you have to pour on the cake mix all over it. You might need 2, but you have to get it completely covered. And then you either pour in Sprite, 7-Up, or any type of pop, or you put butter on the top to make sure it gets all the way through and not just on one side and then the other side's dry.
With a Dutch oven, usually you would cook it with coal or firewood, usually on top and below the Dutch oven to cook it completely. Pizza logs, kind of a weird design, can also be made with a Dutch oven. You can make anything really with the Dutch oven. You can make anything from cobbler to pizza to whatever. You can just cook whatever you want in it. Usually you heat up the coals first, and then you heat up the coals and you place it below and above the Dutch oven and make it.
Hi, my name is Noah Erickson, and I'm from Troop 84 out of Ellsworth, Kansas. Now, I'm going to talk about the most important part of Dutch oven cooking, is the eating and the cleaning part. First, you have to eat it, of course, after you cook it, so you can clean it. And you can eat anything out of a Dutch oven. I mean, there's cobbler, there's roast, there's rice, anything you can think of, even pizza you can eat out of it. Now, once you've eaten all of that, you have to clean it somehow. And a good way of cleaning it is first, you have to start off with some tin foil before you even start cooking it. Because if you put tin foil down into it, you won't have to clean the cast iron, and you can just pull the tin foil out and it'll already be clean. But if you don't want to use that, you can just still put it straight into the cast iron and it'll still work out. Except when you have to clean that, you want to put water in it and let it set, because cast iron has little divots in it, and if you put soap or anything on that, it'll stay soapy and the next food you eat will be soapy. So once you have to wait for it to cool, then you can do all of this. Then you dispose of all the charcoal and you clean this out and set it with water and let it sit overnight. Then in the morning you can come and dump it out, and it should be good and ready to go, and you can put it back on your shelf for the next time you need it. That's all I have.